everyone. My name is Palash and today I would like to talk about my idea which is about holographic projectors. So to start with, I would like to ask you a question, a very simple question that have you wondered about anyone illustrating the whole world in a small glass? Yeah, you would like to think about the Avengers, Power Man, the famous character, the Iron Man, who is the Tony Stark. He had made technology by his own. So, so can we use that technology for any specific use? For example, such as education, presentation, maps, and any situations to adjust whole thing in seconds. For example, architecture. Then how good it will be. So the idea is based on that, the holography. So what is holography? Holography is the science and practice of making holograms. A hologram a hologram is a three-dimensional image reproduced from a pattern of interference produced by a split coherent beam of radiation. Also, the pattern of interference itself. The medium, for example, the object produced by the holographic projects, is usually unintelligible when viewed under diffuse ambient light. It is an encoding of the light field as the photographic medium, when suitably lit, the interference pattern refracts the light and gives the original light field, which gives us the exact holography or 3D image of that video or a picture of that media, for example. So, if we talk about Albert Einstein, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. This famous quote is said by him, and he also said that the pictorial representation is the useful and modernized way to teach and understand it properly. So, my last question, or the last saying of how holography works. Holography is a technique that enables a light field, which is generally the result of a light source scattered off scattered off the objects to be recorded and later reconstructed to the absence of the original objects. Holography can be thought of as somewhat similar to sound recording. In this in this matter, the sound is being produced from a vibrating instrument. For example, our vocal cord or an output such as speaker can help us in this place. We take an example of a real life. In real life, it is our own vocal cord in our neck, in our near inside our neck. When we try to speak, it vibrates and gives us some voice. So it is somewhat in the holographic projectors, in that it is diffracted by the light and is shown again. So I would like to end up this by I would like to end up this by saying that holography will be a turning point in the interactive education. If it is used as an educational tool, it will prove to provide deeper analysis, imagination, perseverance, and some other things. For example, if we are architecting something such as our own building, so our holographic specs or holographic glasses are the tools made up of holograms. So the holograms will help us to visualize the whole building, and by that perspective, we can make the building easier. We can create the building easier and much faster than it can be placed inside a projector, and it can be named as holography projectors. It will be high in prices as holography is in much technology than our standard projectors. But yeah, if we want our future students, bright students to be very much educated and help our country and whole world to be very much bright and go up till Neptune and others and discover any other solar systems. This can be our future tool as it helps in our architecture, biology, and engineering and the lights. Since I'm a firm believer that holography is the future of the world. Thank you.